Hey there, everybody. It's Kate Beaters, your breakthrough success expert. Good morning. I've got a really cool training for you. If you can hear me, please say hello. Let me know you can hear me. I'm just getting some of these things ready. Oh, I see a like. So thank you for that. Oops, let me just get this all set. Oops, let's see. All righty. So, question I have for you today is, how often have you kind of judged yourself after the fact, wishing maybe you hadn't done something, or had done something and you didn't? So, oops, I just want to make sure this is. Oh, thanks, Lynn. Thank you. Thank you for the compliment. Yeah. So, hey, everybody. Question I have is, how often have you've done something, wish you hadn't done something, and it's kind of too late after the fact. And that's what I want to talk to you about today, because something really interesting happened to me at a networking event. And there we go. And I was like, this is such great training. So let me just share a little bit about it, because I believe that one of my brilliance is really teaching people how to show up in their own power and to find their own power, because once you do, that's when all the cool stuff happens. You're able to reach your dreams more easily. You connect with the people that you're meant to. You have the abundance you're meant to. All that good stuff happens. So this morning, I was at a networking event and something happened, and all sorts of people were asking me, like, how'd you do that? So that's why I figured that's what today's training's about. And just to kind of back up a little bit, when I was in corporate and I was a business development executive, I used to go to lots and lots and lots of networking events. There were some days I would go to like 3 a day. I would go to like the breakfast one, the lunch one, and the after dinner one, or the dinner one, because that's what you did. That's how I sold millions and millions and millions of dollars each year of my company's services and products. And, by getting out there. And in corporate, the way it's kind of traditionally done is the handshake and the business card. It's kind of like this even exchange, and it's kind of the thing that's accepted and expected. So if that resonates, if anyone else came out of corporate and knows what I'm talking about, give me some likes or hearts, because that's kind of what's done. Now, the great part about being an entrepreneur is that we get to choose how we want to do things. And one thing I know for a strong fact is that I don't like getting colds. I don't like getting colds in the winter. I don't like getting the flu. I don't like runny noses. I don't like sneezing. I don't like taking cold medicine. I just don't like how that makes me feel, all stopped up and all that. So anyone else agreeing? Yeah. So this morning I'm at networking events, and people are connecting because it's like 50 people there, and they're all, we're all trying to meet new people and talk to people. And so people, have their hand out, and I would say, I don't shake hands this time of year with all the flus and colds and things going around. And they're like, oh, okay, no big deal. And everyone was around, like, kind of like looking at me. And like, I had this big guy, like not twice my size, big, huge honking guy, say to me, like, how would you do that? He said, I hate shaking hands, and I always get stuck shaking hands. And someone else was like, I hate shaking hands too, because afterwards, especially this time of year, I get out my hand sanitizer and I'm, wiping myself down, all sorts of stuff. And so anyways, I had some other people ask me, so I was like, okay, this is a great training. So I just really said to them is that it's really about learning what your boundaries are, setting boundaries, and keeping your boundaries, and really being able to learn to speak up for yourself. And so one woman heard this, and she was like asking me like how I did it. And so the next person that came up to her, she's like, sorry. I don't want, shake hands this time, shake hands because of all the colds. And the thing is that she had a good start. At least she's speaking up for herself. But the thing is that she wasn't really owning her power, because she was very apologetic. And that's what happens to people, especially women, guys too, but especially women, is that we're afraid to stand up for ourselves, whether it's the hours we work, maybe not taking calls at nights and weekends, or someone asking us to do something that they're not paying us for, all sorts of things, whether it's in our business or career, that we just kind of go along with. without saying no, because we don't really know how to, and we're afraid if we stand up for ourselves, if we set and keep a boundary, that someone is either going to get mad at us, they're not going to like us, they may reject us, they may judge us, and then we feel really guilty. So sometimes it's really easier, or it feels easier for people, again, especially women, to just kind of go along with it. And then afterwards go like, ooh, I wish I hadn't like let everyone shake their hands, because look now, a day later, now I've got a cold. And I'm using the handshaking as a small example, because really it's a small example to just kind of help you open your eyes to see, where are you doing that? Where are you doing it in your life, in your business, in your career, where you're not owning what you really believe in. And the thing is, if you can't own it in a small area, like let's say shaking hands, which again is a personal choice. I'm not saying people shouldn't or should. That's just my own personal thing. No judgment on you. But if you're not able to own that in a small area, how the heck can you own it in a bigger area of your life? Right? Then how the heck can you charge what you're worth? How the heck can you ask for the salary that you really desire? How can you then tell your boss or your clients that you're not going to answer the phone on weekends or respond to emails on weekends? So if you can't do it in a small area, that's how the training really to get it for a bigger area. So it's such an important thing to be able to do, to not only to set boundaries, but to keep them and to maintain them, because it allows you to stand in your power. Okay? It's just another area that allows you to stand in your power. And I know it's easier said than done, because like I said, it can be kind of scary, especially in the beginning, to kind of speak up for yourself. And it's learning to do it in a way that is coming from a place of confidence, because when I don't, again, I'm just using the handshaking example. If I don't shake your hand, it isn't because I think you're icky or whatever. It's just because I choose not to. It's nothing to do with you personally. So it's being able to come from a place of confidence and own whatever it is that you're speaking up for. And that's where I find so many people get stuck. I can't even begin to tell you how many people I've heard when they talk about the pricing for their services, or the pay they want to get for a job, that their voice starts shaking. It's like, I charge, or I won't, or their voice, gets really high pitched or gets really low pitched or whatever, because they're not comfortable with it. So this is really a great way, like if you're not comfortable with all this, this is a great place for like putting your training wheels on when you're riding a bike, to be able to see, where am I not standing in my truth? Because you own it. And often what people will do is they'll say, well, the other people are this, and then they go into victim mode. And instead, I want to teach you to really learn to stand into your power, stand and own your power of what you believe in. Doesn't matter what other people believe in, all that matters what you believe in, and stand it and own it. Stand in it and own it. And again, I know it's easier said than done. That's why I'm here. My commitment is to help you. That's why I'm doing all these trainings that you can just jump on and watch. But if you really want to take it a step further, which I really believe you need to take it a step further, and we all need support, is email my team, info@katebeaters.com. That's info@katebeaters.com. Let's see whether it's private coaching that's the right solution. Maybe it's coming to one of my events, whatever the heck it is that you need to help you move forward. Because I will promise you, I will tell you the truth from my own experience, from my clients' experience, that when you're able to stand in your power and speak up for what's important to you and own it, everything changes for you. You'll be surprised at how many more opportunities pop up for you that come your way, the people you're connecting with, the abundance in your life, all those amazing things start showing up because you believe that you're worthy of it and you deserve it. So that's my message for you today. Go out and try it. And I would love for you to please share this training. Let other people, get on their path to brilliance. And again, please reach out to my team, info@katebeaters.com, and let's hear how I can support you. So until we meet again, be brilliant. Have a great day.